Hello, everybody. Welcome to Snyder Wrestling, and it is past midnight, but I don't care. It is time for our review of WrestleMania 26 on March 28th, 2010, in Glensdale, Arizona, in the University of Phoenix Stadium. Attendance of 2,219, pay-per-view buy rate of 885,000. Commentary team for the evening: Jerry Lawler, Matt Striker, and Michael Cole. We get Fantasia singing the national anthem. We go into our first matchup of John Morrison and R-Truth versus Shawn for the Unified WWE Tag Team Championship. Don't expect much from this match. This match barely has anything happen. Truth and Morrison hit a double leg drop on the Miz. Show gets in, hit a fallaway slam to Truth. Show goes up to the middle of rope, and Morrison kicks him off. And Truth pins, but it's a kick out. We get a hot tag from Morrison. Morrison goes for Starship Pain, but Big Show pulls Miz out of the way. Morrison rolls up Miz, but it's a kick out. Morrison tries to get in control and do that springboard kick, but Show has tagged himself in and KO's punch him. 1, 2, 3. That is it. This match goes a total of a whopping 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And that's all they thought. I give this 3 out of 10. 1 for every minute. What are we doing here? You got you got the guys as good as they four, and this is what you're doing with them. You're having them wrestle 3 minutes on the show. It doesn't make sense to me. A lot of this show, to be honest, you're gonna hear me say doesn't make sense to me. We get clips about WWE Access and that, and then we go into our next matchup, which, again, doesn't make sense to me. As Randy Orton takes out Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. Why this doesn't make sense? Because the storyline makes no fucking sense. So the whole storyline was Randy Orton had been physically abusing and maybe emotionally abusing Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase, yelling at them, screaming at them, blaming them, hitting them, all that. So finally, Ted DiBiase and Cody Rhodes stand up to the guy abusing them and finally say, we ain't gonna take it anymore. And they take out Randy Orton. And they're the heels. And Randy Orton is the babyface. Huh? What disconnectedly happened there? I don't get, because it's not even like, oh, WWE saw that. The crowd's just cheering Randy and booing Rhodes and DiBiase. Did I miss something? Did I miss something wise that makes this storyline go this way? Well, Owens the baby. It baffled me. It genuinely baffled me. It confused me so much. We get into the match though. Owen clothesline Rhodes to the outside. Rhodes and DiBiase claim that it doesn't matter who wins as long as Randy doesn't. That doesn't last long, that belief. But they all double team Randy. Owen tries to fight back, but DiBiase does the awesome, bounce off the rope immediately at following the opponent and hit a clothesline. Love when DiBiase did that, I will give him it. We get the high-low by Rhodes and DiBiase to Owen. DiBiase tries to pin Owen, but Rhodes stops him. Rhodes hits the Alabama Slam and tries to pin Owen, but DiBiase breaks up that pin. So they start fighting. During that time, Owen makes his comeback. DiBiase starts bleeding from the forehead. It's not enough for him to mention, but I noticed it. He is bleeding a little bit. Owen hits the middle up DDT to both Rhodes and DiBiase. He hits the punk kick to Rhodes, RKO to DiBiase, and he wins. I give it 5 out of 10. I think Rhodes and DiBiase... Well, DiBiase never recovers from this. DiBiase genuinely never recovers. He is never in a prominent position again from this match. After this. And Rhodes doesn't really... Rhodes takes a while. It takes about a year before he's in a prominent position again. I think he wins tag titles and that. But pretty much until the mask thing that he gets any sort of thing, DiBiase gets nothing. He's never Like, he's genuinely never put in a prominent position again. Owen would be. Owen would do well, I mean, obviously. But, like, I think because he injures himself, I think, like, a month later, doing the banging the mat thing. Like, I think he fucks up his shoulder. So mastering him and Edge that happens later on in the year, like a few months later, has to be double count out. So because Owen's fucked. Owen does win the WWE Championship though at Champions this year, so the folks are fine for him. Our next matchup is the Money in the Bank ladder match, and here are our participants. We got Jack Swagger, Christian, Dolph Ziggler, the Intercontinental Champion Drew McIntyre, Everett Bourne, Kane, Kofi Kingston, MVP, Shelton Benjamin, Matt Hardy. There are 10 fucking guys in this match. Too fucking many guys in this matchup. There should never be 10 people in a Money in the Bank ladder match. I'm sorry, there should never be. I don't give a shit if you want to put everyone on the card. Find better ways to do it. You don't need 10 guys in here. To be also honest, I forgot Shelton Benjamin and Matt Hardy were still working for this company. I was certain they were gone already. Shelton Benjamin specifically. Because Matt, I was like, it's either 29 to 30. I was certain Shelton was gone in 09. Certain of it. So the big story of this is everyone hates Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, the chosen one by Vince, apparently had 3 opportunities to qualify. The first 2 were just erased from the record books, and then Drew pretty much had a squash match to get it. So that happened. So that's why everyone hates Drew. Matt Hardy is a twist of fate to McIntyre. Everyone begins trying to climb the ladder. Kane chokeslams Evan Bourne to the outside onto Benjamin and MVP. Kane hits a zigzag to Christian off a ladder. I think I just said Kane. Ziggler hits a zigzag to Christian off a ladder. I swear I just said Kane. That's why I'm double checking writing it down. Kane powerbombs Kingston onto a ladder. Benjamin hits a paydirt to MVP. Bourne hits Airborne off a bridge and ladder onto Christian. Hardy hits a hip toss. Does a hip toss to Evan Bourne off the top of a ladder. Kane pushes Ziggler off a ladder and chokeslams him onto a ladder. He also breaks a ladder in half. I don't know how. He messed with that ladder so much it legitimately snaps in half. Hardy pushes McIntyre off a ladder onto the ropes. Christian hits a reverse DDT to Hardy off a ladder. Swagger and Christian then climb, and Swagger hits Christian with the briefcase. Swagger takes a very long time, although you wouldn't know that by watching Netflix. But they edit that thing because Swagger takes minutes to unhook the briefcase and win. Does it say how long it took? No, okay. It does not. But it took, I'm pretty sure it took minutes, by what I've heard. But yeah, Swagger wins. Jack Swagger is the last person to win the Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania. They've not done this match again at WrestleMania. Swagger would go on to cash in, I think, the Friday after on SmackDown. He would then have a terrible title reign and would lose it to Rey Mysterio and go right back down the mid-card right after. You wonder how false Jack Swagger falls? You know what he's doing next year? Y'all probably know this. He is the coach or the corner man for Michael Cole. That's what he is next year at WrestleMania. So there's that. We get the Hall of Fame class of 2010, which is Antonio Inoki, Bob Uecker, Gorgeous George, Mad Dog Vachon, Stu Hart, Wendy Richter, and Ted DiBiase Sr. Still, when I see Wendy Richter, she says girls want to have fun. Cyndi Lauper, by the way, should be in the Hall of Fame. Still gonna keep putting that out there. Our next matchup is Sheamus versus Triple H. So Sheamus debuted on Raw on ECW early 2009, like mid 2009. He got up to Raw after winning the Battle Royal, determined who would face John Cena for the WWE Championship at TLC. He would win the WWE Championship in shocking fashion. He would hold it until Elimination Chamber, where he was eliminated by Triple H, which sets up this match here. And Triple H presents a story that he fucks up in results. Because Sheamus, the whole story they tell him is that people who were beating Triple H at WrestleMania have gone on to the history books. They've gone on to immortality. Bit of an overstretch, but okay. But he also was like, if you beat me, Sheamus, you could be in that regard. Let's see how that goes. Triple H goes for the pedigree at the start, but Sheamus avoids it. Triple H does hit a chop block and locks in a figure four, but Sheamus gets to the ropes. Sheamus sends Triple H into the steps and hits 2 Irish Curse backbreakers and begins to wear Triple H down. Triple H does hit a back suplex and a DDT and begins making his comeback. Sheamus goes for the high cross, but Triple H avoids. Triple H goes for the pedigree, but Sheamus avoids that. Sheamus does hit the bro kick, but Triple H kicks out. Triple H hits a spine buster, which Sheamus kicks out of. Sheamus hits a second bro kick as Triple H is leaning against the ropes and he's on the apron. He then goes to pick Triple H. Triple H just hits a pedigree out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. The Triple H beats Sheamus. Why would you do? And here's the stupid thing. The next month, Sheamus then decimates Triple H to send him out of full-timeness, because he literally after the next month at Extreme Rules against Sheamus, Triple H is then part-time only. This is the end of Triple H pretty much as a full-time guy. So, just do that here. Have Sheamus take out Triple H, beat Triple H here. He doesn't have to injure him. You can do that on the Raw after. So he takes out, Shawn's gone, and then Triple H is gone at the hands of Sheamus. I think that'd be a nice, 1-2 punch of anger to get heel heat on Sheamus. But have Sheamus win here so Sheamus can be immortal and all that. It just fucking tells the story you're trying to tell. Triple H winning annoyed me here. I give this 5 out of 10. Very basic match. And wrong winner. Next match is Rey Mysterio versus CM Punk, who's accompanied by Luke Gallows and Serena. If Rey Mysterio loses, he must join a Strange Society. This match, all I remember about this match is before the match, or before the show thing, lead up to this, when CM Punk does the happy birthday to Rey's daughter, Aaliyah, and in the video package, they have it slowed down, so it's happy birthday, in the devilish tone. Love it. It's so stupid and corny, but I love it. CM Punk gives a great promo as he walks towards the ring. Punk gets a cheap shot on Mysterio by the help of Gallows and Serena. Mysterio dodges a baseball slam in the corner, and Punk gets ring postitis, crotches himself. Punk does get back in it, though, and sends him face first into the steps. Punk catches Mysterio mid-air into a scoop slam. Mysterio kicks out. Punk then tries to roll up Mysterio, but it kicks out. Mysterio catches Punk with a DDP, but Punk kicks out. Mysterio goes for the 619, but Punk avoids. Mysterio does end up avoiding the GTS attempt. Mysterio goes for the frog splash, but Punk moves. Serena saves Punk from a 619, but it doesn't matter because Mysterio just ends up hitting it anyways, and the splash to win. I think it's 30 seconds later. Again, 5 out of 10. To me, watching it, I think it could have been better. These guys, I feel do have better matches, but that could be my opinion. That just could be my opinion. But very fine match. Ray obviously was gonna win. He's not joining the Strange Society. The next month it would be Ray versus Punk again, but this time Punk's hair was on the line. Punk would win that, and then it'd have a rubber match where it's Mysterio loses, joins the Strange Society, and if Punk loses, he just gets his head shaved. Ray would win that one, and Punk would get his head shaved bald, which leads to Punk putting on the mask and that. For that short time, which was kind of fun. I did like that. This next match can go to hell. This next match is Bret Hart versus Vince McMahon, a no hold barred lumberjack match. So what happens here is the match starts. It's supposed to be just no hold barred, but Vince McMahon announces he's bought himself some lumberjacks. So he brings them out, and it's the entire Hart family, apparently. And he also announces Bruce Hart, who's a lumberjack, is a guest referee. No, he's not. He's just a guest referee. He's not a lumberjack and a guest referee. Anyways, what I hate about this match, because I fucking hate this match. I still buy this, that this match is worse than Lawler versus Cole. It is. It's worse by a mile. And here's why. When I watch Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole, I laugh. I react. I have emotion when I watch it. Even if it's Lee laughing my ass off at how shit it is. It is, some emotion comes out of me. This match is 11 minutes. I think it's 11 minutes. Did I have that right? Oh, that's right. 11 minutes. And it's just 11 minutes straight of Bret Hart beating up Vince. That's all it is. It's just 11 minutes straight. There's no... Vince gets no offense because he can't. Because Bret can't bump. Or it can't be shown bumping, at least. Yeah, so... Bret beats up Vince for 11 minutes. Locks in a sharpshooter to win. But I watched this and I had no emotion. Dead silence from me. And I feel like dead silence from the crowd a bit also. Because the crowd, I feel like, was just like, why is this still... This match is getting to the point the commentary are going on how uncomfortable it is to watch Bret beat up Vince this long. What are we doing? I give this 0 out of 10. I fucking hate this match. I wish this match never existed. Fuck this match. Our next match, though, is much better. It's the 2010 Royal Rumble winner Edge taking on the World Heavyweight Champ Chris Jericho for the World Heavyweight Championship. In 2009, these guys won the tag titles, but Edge would injure his Achilles tendon, have to go do surgery, and Jericho would spend months just shit-talking Edge and thanking Edge for being so weak, because then he got the Big Show, who was his tag team partner at that time. Edge would return a surprise entrant into the Rumble in 2010 and would win it. He entered number 29, not 30, which is always quite funny. So he went on to win the Rumble, and Jericho would go on to win the World Heavyweight Championship at Elimination Chamber when Shawn Michaels cost the Undertaker the world title in the Elimination Chamber. And then it leads to this. Now, I'm going to be honest. Edge, just by the video package, as a babyface, is fucking annoying. Because his whole thing that he gets over is spear. And I wish I was joking. That's the only thing. It is not the emotional story. It is not the fact that Edge has been shit-talking. It's not like he's been gunning for Jericho this entire time. It's just... Jericho fears the spear, is the whole thing. Okay. Edge goes after Jericho at the start of the match. We get a flapjack by Edge. Edge goes for the spear, but Jericho rolls to the outside. Jericho baseball slides Edge to the outside and begins working over Edge. Edge does make a comeback and knock Jericho off the apron and dives onto him. Edge drops Jericho off the top rope face first. Jericho rolls through a crossbody into a pin, but Edge kicks out. Edge counters a code breaker. Jericho counters a spear into the walls of Jericho. Edge counters that into a roll, but Jericho kicks out. Jericho hits an enziguri, but Edge kicks out of that. Execution by Edge, but Jericho kicks out. Jericho goes for his own spear, which I would love to have seen how Jericho hit a spear. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wish I would have saw that. But Edge gets to the big boot. Jericho catches Edge into a code breaker, but Edge kicks out. Jericho locks in the walls again, but Edge gets to the ropes. Both men go to the outside. The ref gets distracted and Jericho hits Edge with the world title. I think gets distracted, gets taken out for like 30 seconds. Jericho pins, but Edge kicks out. Jericho then just hits a code breaker to win and retain. I give it 6 out of 10. Edge doesn't win the world title, I think, till like the end of the year, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm shocked they didn't have Edge win this match. Like, it wasn't like I didn't know Jericho won, but I can't imagine the thought process of having Jericho retain only to lose it fucking 2 or 3 days, whenever they taped it, to have Swagger win the belt. What were they thinking? After the match, though, Jericho goes to beat up on Edge more and injure him, but Edge fights back and spears Jericho through the barricade post-match to stand tall. I think these two have another match at Extreme Rules. I think they do. I think they have a cage match where Edge wins. Let me double check that. I think that's right, yeah. Our next matchup is a 10-woman tag as Alicia Fox, Layla, the women's champ Michelle McCool, the Divas champ Maurice, Vicky Guerrero takes on Beth Phoenix, Kelly, Eve Torres, Gail Kim, and Mickie James. Nice to see Gail Kim get herself a little Mania match. Good on her, even though she did nothing in it. So, this match is, again, very short. Everyone beats up on Vicky. Oh, everyone beats up Vicky from the face side. Then everyone just hits their finish. If my memory, Michelle at like the beginning of everyone hitting the finish hits the what does she call it? Hold on. What does she call it? I gotta double check this. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't say. Okay, so it's like the Faith Breaker or something like that. It's the Styles Clash. It's the Styles Clash. It's just, I think she calls it the Faith Breaker. I don't know if I have that name right though, so I could be wrong. But she hits on that. Everyone hits the finish. Everyone gets taken out, and Kelly does not move an inch. Does not move. Does not try to get up. Does not. She's down and out. So Vic Guerrero climbs up top and hits the. I don't know what to call it, because it ain't a fog splash. I tell you that much. It's a. I think Michael Cole calls it the hog splash, but that's fucked up. I'm gonna call it that. It's a shitty splash. She's a fucking terrible splash though. To Kelly. Then she pins her so much that her shoulders aren't up, so she can't pin. So then she has to do these like bouncing on the gut things, and then pin her again. Then she wins. This match sucks. I give it 3 out of 10, and that's just for the part where everyone hits their finish. Also because everyone in here is good except Vicky Guerrero, and they deserve better. And Kelly. Kelly's not the greatest, but everyone else deserved better than this. Again, like Michelle, Alicia Fox, fucking Layla, Beth, Gail Kim, fucking Mickie James. That's like 6 women who deserve better than what they got here. Our next match is for the WWE Championship as John Cena takes on Batista. Batista turned heel at Bragging Rights 2009. This is all off of memory, by the way. Most of this play about memory going back. It's just off the top of my head. So if I have anything wrong, please correct me. Batista won at Bragging Rights 2009 after losing a 4-way by telling Rey Mysterio he was going to rip his head off. Cena wins the belt back. Cena wins the WWE Championship by Elimination Chamber. Then Mr. McMahon comes out and just says Batista's fighting him right now. I don't know if I missed something. No, I think it's because he attacked Brett. Didn't he, like, boot Brett in the gut and that's all it took? I think. Someone correct me if I'm wrong there. But besides from that, I don't know why Batista has this title opportunity. And then he just destroys Cena, wins the title, and this is the rematch. Cena has an entrance of, like, I don't know what Cena's entrance was. I don't even know who's, like... I don't think they probably brought it up here. So, Cena was entered by a U.S. Air Force Honor Guard drill team. Don't know why, but he's honored. But they're part of his entrance. I was very confused when I went at it. Batista clothesline Cena in the back to start and gets in control. Cena suplexes Batista. Batista quickly gets back into it with a DDT. A very nasty DDT. They trade blows. Batista gets back in with a neck breaker, but Cena kicks out. Cena makes his comeback as he goes for the 5-knuckle shuffle off the ropes. He gets caught in a spine buster. Cena locks in the STFU, but Batista gets to the ropes. Batista hits a spear, but Cena kicks out. Cena knocks Batista off top rope and hits a top rope 5-knuckle shuffle. Batista does counter. Batista, I think, because Cena gets Batista in like an Alabama slam position, like you'd ever hit that. So Batista counters that into a Batista bomb, but Cena kicks out. Cena powers Batista up and hits an AA. A gigantic, like he's in the fucking flying, but Batista does kick out. Batista catches Cena in the air with a spine buster. He goes for a Batista bomb, but Cena counters that into an STFU again. Batista taps, and Cena is the new champion. Cena would have 2 more matches with Batista after this pay-per-view, leading to the I Quit match, where Batista then quits on the Raw after that. I think it's at Over the Limit. He then quits after that, and he's not... That's the end of Batista until like 2014, where he has that unfortunately bad run, and yeah, Batista's pretty much done from here on out. I always feel bad for Batista, like, he never got I know he probably thinks the match Triple H is closure. I know it's closure to him. It just didn't feel closure right for Batista, by what I've seen. I think Batista should have had better closure, a better end to his career. But this match itself, I give 5 out of 10. Perfectly fine. I've noticed the pattern with Cena's matches that have slowly started to annoy me, which is the Cena gets beaten up for most of it until he makes his comeback. And then the last usually few minutes of Cena matches I kind of like. But it's not all of them. Because next year's is not good. But these ones I like. Thing where it's just like everyone hitting finishers and shit. So I do like that. But I like more is the main event. Which is career versus streak. Can only be won by pinfall submission. It is The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. These two had their epic match at WrestleMania 25 that stole the show. It won Slammy of the Year for Match of the Year, and then Shawn there threw out the chance for a rematch. Undertaker went, I got nothing to prove. The answer is no. And then Shawn begins this obsession. And I love the way... This is probably some of Shawn's best character work, in all honesty. Because Shawn is just going down the deep end here. He's like... he cost him and... him and Triple H, when they DX the tag titles, he tries to win the Royal Rumble because Shawn wants to win the Rumble and choose... Undertaker to face, because he's world champ at that point, and Shawn gets eliminated, and it's so heartbreaking. He like goes crazy, demand a second chance, and when they say no, he like starts super kicking refs. It's amazing. Shawn, then pretty much like threatens Teddy Long to have him traded to SmackDown, and put him in the chamber. Shawn then pretty much just quits and comes back out of Elimination Chamber where he super kicks Undertaker, costing him the world title. And then Taker said, Shawn goes, face me, get your revenge for that. And Taker goes, fine. But if I beat you, Shawn, your career is over. And that leads to this. We get a stare down at the start of the match. Shawn does the Undertaker taunt to him, which pisses off Undertaker. We get the Snake Eyes and the Big Boot very early by Undertaker. Undertaker does hit old school, but seems to tweak his knee, and Shawn goes right after that. Undertaker avoids a Sweet Chin Music. Undertaker does set Shawn to the outside and goes for his dive, but Shawn runs back in and hits a chop block to get back control. He goes for a figure four, but Undertaker boots him out of the ring. Undertaker then sends Shawn back first into the post. We get the apron leg drop by the Undertaker. But Shawn gets back control and locks in the figure four, but Undertaker is able to reverse it. They begin trading blows. Shawn hits his flying forearm. He does the kip up, but Undertaker sits up and gets up and just hits him with a choke slam. Shawn kicks out. Shawn counters a tombstone into an ankle lock. Shawn clotheslines Undertaker to the outside. Undertaker catches Shawn on the outside and hits him with a tombstone pile driver. Undertaker pins, but Shawn kicks out. Shawn counters a last ride into an X Factor. Shawn goes for the top rope elbow drop, but Undertaker gets the knees up. Undertaker locks in Hell's Gate, but Shawn counters it into a pin, which Undertaker kicks out of. Shawn hits Sweet Chin Music out of nowhere, but Undertaker kicks out. Undertaker stops a second Sweet Chin Music attempt. He hits a last ride, but Shawn kicks out. They go to the outside, and Undertaker removes part of the announce table, goes to last ride Shawn through it, but Shawn counters it and hits Sweet Chin Music, and Undertaker lands on the announce table. Shawn then climbs up top and hits a moonsault off the top onto Undertaker through the announce table. Shawn then gets Undertaker in the ring and hits a third Sweet Chin Music, but Undertaker somehow kicks out. Undertaker hits the second choke slam. He hits the tombstone power driver. Shawn kicks out of that. Taker then removes the straps and he goes to do this but stops. And just watches as Shawn climbs up Bailey like the Undertaker's body. Undertaker's screaming at Shawn to stay down. Shawn does the taunt again. Slaps the Undertaker. Undertaker hits a nasty third tombstone pile driver to win and end the career of Shawn Michaels, who totally never wrestles again. He never wrestles again. Totally does not have another match. Never happened. We just pretend if there might have been one that occasionally happened, we just put that and pretend like that didn't exist. That never happened. But this match gets 9 out of 10. It's pretty much perfect. To be honest, no, it's 10 out of 10. It's perfect. It's like a perfect thing of emotion. It's them telling the story of Shawn pretty much having nothing left by the end, but just resilient to the bitter end. And Shawn and Taker just putting it away and ending the career of Shawn. It's perfect. It's perfect as much as 25 is perfect. Like, it's insane. Show rate wise, though, I give this 6 out of 10. This one match does not make up for the bunch of averageness that comes out of this show. Maybe it's just me, but a lot of these matches felt bang average or like a bunch of nothing. And again, it might just be me, but I do not like this show one iota. One iota. This is the only match I'd recommend watching as the main event. But again, that might just be my opinion. I may be a grumpy curmudgeon. You can let me know in the comments if I am. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Comment, stick down below. If you like to see any other shows down besides WrestleManias, let me know down below. Next one will be 27, which is infamously bad. So we'll see. My opinion will be of that. Thank you everybody for watching. And yeah, we will see you for WrestleMania 27.